we'll get him in the call.
All right. I don't know what happened to him.
Uh,
I literally just got in less than 5 minutes ago.
Good timing.
I was just like riding around with no idea what time it was or where I was going. And all of a sudden I got lost and I looked at my clock and I was like, oh shit, I got like 10 minutes to get back. And so I came in, I walked into the door like 5:58 or something.
Let's see. All right. So yeah, I think we're good to go pretty much. Would you like to introduce yourself, introduce kind of what Paranautical Activity is for those that don't know, and just kind of give it an idea of what's going on?
I'm Mike. I make the codes for Paranautical Activity. And Paranautical Activity is basically a Binding of Isaac clone combined with a Minecraft clone combined with a Doom clone.
Right. And in no way is that not awesome.
Yes. It's in 3 different ways very awesome. Unless you hate fun, in which case, well,
Then the game is
not
awful.
much I can do for you. You're lost cause.
Well, okay. One of the recent patches has added different characters now. Each character has slightly different stats to the other, and starts with most of the different weapons. There are a couple weapons that you can only find throughout the game.
Yeah, the good guns you can't start with, basically.
Yeah.
The super OP ones.
I don't know, man. The tank and the crossbow are God, they're sexy.
They're pretty good.
Pretty...
David Bowie, man, he's the man.
We got to go with David Bowie. You think?
I don't, if I have my choice, I would say play Gordon. But
I knew you were gonna say that.
Probably not your style.
Jesus. Well, here, we'll run through a David Bowie run, and if I get stomped out, which is very possible, I will promise you a Gorton run.
All right, I'll hold you to it.
But
I think Travis is here as well now.
Okay.
I heard him wrestling his mic.
I'm
not sure if that could have just been him passing out on the floor. I wouldn't put it past him. It's pretty late in the day. He's probably been drinking for like 12 hours by now.
And for those of you that don't know, Mike and Travis are, like Mike said, they are the Paranautical Activity guys, the game that you are watching right now. It is a first-person roguelike with both Doom, Binding of Isaac, and several other inspirations. And that pretty much means there's going to be different floors that get progressively harder. As the game gets harder, it's going to introduce new enemies, new strategies, new rooms, new traps. And I'm being asked to turn up the music because the music is freaking amazing in this game. And each room will have a shop, which you can then use the money you see in the bottom right next to the green dollar sign, and we can purchase new items. And then also a blue skull, which you'll see here, which is a mini boss, which will have an item if we defeat it, and then the red, which will have the final boss of the room, and the way down. And my goodness, Halloween 4545. I'm gonna Craigasm and welcome, my friend. Trainwreck, good to see you as well, buddy. If you guys would like to see a video of this game in action by a wonderful gentleman and an amazing YouTuber, definitely check out Halloween 4545. He has a YouTube video of this, and I would say he does the game some justice. But we're going to use our crossbow David Bowie character and try and kill our first mini-boss, which is going to be randomized. This is going to be a different boss every time you come into this first room, correct?
Yes, actually, I was just streaming some development the other day.
Oh, nice.
And I streamed the development of a new mini-boss, because right now we have 7 floors and only 6 mini-bosses.
Yes. Yes.
So I was implementing that, and Travis made it months ago. Like, he made it for, like, patch 1.3 or something when we first added the mini-bosses, I think it was. And then I just never implemented it for like 4 patches, and he was just like, "Mike, is it in the game?" And I'd be like, "Sure."
Sure, yeah. Well, I haven't seen it yet. It's,
he never,
it's waiting.
He never lives long enough to find out. He only goes like 2 floors, so he would know that.
Oh, and Green9090, another wonderful YouTuber in chat. Guys, if you haven't checked him out either on YouTube, Green9090, definitely one to check out.
Yeah, he does videos and stuff.
He does a couple videos I've noticed. They're pretty decent, I would say. Feel free. Do we have links being blocked still? I think so. Guys, if you could permit Green9090 and Halloween 4545, if you guys would post your YouTubes, I'd be more than happy to do that for you guys. But we have our first item dropped by our mini-boss. It's the Gilead's Gun, another starting item. Normally, you do have to pay for these if you don't find them through an item, so if we find them in a shop. They're relatively expensive with this patch now, right? Correct?
Yeah, most of the guns cost about as much as decent items. So like the really good guns will cost like 350 or I think even 400, which is basically like there's no item that costs 400. I think the most expensive item is like 350. So,
Lightning costs 400, doesn't it?
I'm not sure actually.
It might. I don't know.
I should probably know that. But
I should probably know that considering
I feel like it definitely at some point it was, but for some reason my brain is telling me that it's 350 now.
Okay, yeah. No,
it definitely might be. I know Blowfish is 350, and that's like a top tier,
probably one of the best.
high class entertainment value item.
So the crossbow, what's really cool about it is you do have to aim. There is some bullet drop, as you can notice right here. But the longer I hold down left click, the farther I shoot it. Is there a damage modifier attached to that as well?
Yes. The longer you hold it down until it's fully cocked, the farther it will go and the more damage it will do.
Oh, and it looks... I thought I saw Travis in the chat.
Yeah, he's here.
He's busy.
He said in the Skype chat that he was like saying stuff and we can't hear him.
Okay.
I saw like his little thing lighting up, and when I heard some like rustling, so his mic was fine, and then it wasn't, and now it's not at all.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's not even in the call right now.
Okay. Okay. Well, Travis, let us know what you'd like us to do, man. We'd love to get you in here.
What'd you fuck up, Travis?
It's always good to hear you and your wonderful opinions on life, because he is a ninja.
He is.
But definitely, this is probably one of my favorite games as of late that I've been playing. I've picked up a couple copies of the game, to say the least, and have been loving every minute of it. It is definitely got a kick to it. It's going to kick your ass. Oh, my favorite boss. It's going to kick your ass. You're going to die. But that's kind of the fun of the roguelikes. Even we were talking about in Legend of Dungeon, the last game, you hopefully learn. But I would say not everybody probably will. Being that the game is still in beta, though, Spooter, Mike, you mentioned that there are going to be some stuff coming out. Any notable things that you would like to talk about for selling
I've been
points?
thinking about some more different room types. So, like, instead of just having the shop, the boss, and the mini-boss, I'm thinking about some rooms that are, like, more rare. So, like, stuff that wouldn't show up on every single floor. And the two I've gotten written down right now is one I definitely want to do, which is the Armory, which is where you'll get, like, 1 or 2 free guns. But you might only see that, like, once every other run or something. It'd be a relatively rare room.
Okay.
But it would allow you to switch out your gun. So you could get, like, a $400 gun for absolutely no money if you find the Armory.
Right. Well, that's pretty cool, and that's just going to have a random chance of happening on each floor.
Yeah, it's basically a rip-off of the library from Isaac.
Oh, okay, yeah. But hey, it's a nice idea. Like we've discussed before when we've been playing Brutal Doom or random other nonsenses or talking about Baconators, as chat mentions, which is very true. Baconators. I know.
I almost went out for a Baconator earlier, but
You didn't bring me a Baconator?
I had to abstain.
Oh.
Because I just had some fried chicken, which I burnt the shit out of
Nice.
earlier.
Nice.
So I didn't want to have fried chicken and a Baconator.
But you burnt the S out of it, so I feel you owe yourself a Baconator.
I owe myself some good food. Though.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same amount of ridiculous calories and cholesterol and all that. I was so disappointed though. I do this so much lately. Like I'll put something in the oven and be like, oh, I'll reheat this for later, and I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes to pick it out. And then I'll either like start watching a stream or start eating or start like playing a game or something. And then like 3 hours later, I'll smell something. I'll be like, is someone cooking? And then I go downstairs and I just see this black charcoal briquette of what used to be my lunch. It's so bad. It's almost always chicken too, because fucking chicken. There's some real good leftover KFC too.
Oh.
I even had the biscuits there, and the biscuits
that's
crunchy as hell.
That's the
And
worst.
I still ate it.
It's
black ass chicken.
We're gonna have to hook you up with League of Legends TSM Dyrus, who has microwave issues every once in a while as well. You guys love your technology when it comes to heating food. it would seem.
I've seriously fucked up a microwave before. One time I accidentally put a couple of microwavable hot pretzels into the microwave, but instead of putting it on for 90 seconds, I put it on for 90 minutes and left the room.
Oh.
And I came back and it had melted a hole into the spinning tray at the bottom of the microwave, and just these like rock hard, the hardest pretzel I've ever had. You could have built a building out of this pretzel. It was completely ridiculous and amazing. And that I did not eat. I'm not that crazy.
Oh, come on, a little hot sauce, a little ketchup. good to
I'm
go.
pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to chew it.
It probably would have burnt a hole into your soul, so I'm glad you didn't.
I would have had to give it a couple weeks to cool off.
Just a couple.
At that point, it was basically radioactive waste.
We did pass on a couple items that I haven't mentioned yet. We went into the shop and found a green blowfish, and that's going to give me the glowing damage that you see on the enemies, poison damage. Probably one of the best items in the game, especially for the later tiered or more healthy bosses, I would say. And then also from the boss, the floating eyes, we picked up the iris wings. Probably one of my favorite items in the game, and you can only get it off the, first 2 floors, you said?
Yeah, all the bosses are in 2-floor increments. So the first 2 floors have a set of bosses, and then the next 2 floors have a set of bosses.
Right. And
so on.
iris wings gives us the ability to double jump. Anything in this game that adds mobility is going to be one of your best friends. The rum item, which we actually passed on in the shop, lowers your health down, but gives you, fire rate, speed, and does it give you damage?
Yeah, it gives you everything. It used to only give you, I think, fire rate and damage. But then I figured, might as well go all the way. Give it everything. So now it's basically the most overpowered item in the game.
Very powerful, but with the new fact that you're certain people like David Bowie, the crossbow character, only start with 4 health, you drop down to 1 max health.
Yeah, and actually the sickle character only has 3 health.
Does it?
So you'll be down to 0 hearts, and actually in the current build that'll just kill you. But I have fixed it in the next patch so that it's going to be possible to do a build that has only armor.
Oh, okay.
No actual hearts.
Very cool. For Isaac terms, since we mentioned that, a blue baby run, running on armor consisting only of just living on a thread, pretty much. Now, I hate to ask developers, especially you being my good friend here. Any idea when we're thinking of a release for that patch? I know I continually get you guys sidetracked with streaming and other such frivolous things.
I don't know. Now that I've started to stream development, I feel like I'll be much more productive when I do that.
Okay, yeah.
You know, usually when I'm working on the game, I'll spend 6 hours on one boss because I'll be like, oh, I'll go on Twitter for a minute. Oh, I'll just Google. Oh, look, Green did a new video of Paranautical activity. Better watch this for an hour. But when I'm streaming, I have this obligation to the 10 to 30 people that show up.
Yeah.
I actually should be doing something.
Yeah.
So I got the new mini boss done in 2 hours.
No, you were making good progress. I kept trying to bother you with random stuff, and you were zoned in, man. I liked it.
I was in the zone.
And
So,
then I
hope
think
that
I bothered.
could,
Oh, hey, look,
both-
our favorite.
You guys. I'm probably 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, the whale?
Yep.
Are you gonna break him?
No, I won't break him. I promise. But what's nice is I seem to luck out on that, and like you said, the items are not weighted. It's all it's random. But every time I can't afford the rum health-wise, I always find Dobie, the whale, and he's going to give us the blubber item, which will slow us down immensely, but will give us a ton of max health. So similar.
And that item has been insanely buffed as well. Well, not in the new patch, but 2 patches ago, we made it so it gives you full hearts instead of empty hearts and all that.
Oh yeah. What did I
Back in
tell
the
you
day,
about
it
this
was
game
a
being too
huge
easy, man?
Speed down, and it just gave you empty heart containers. It was the worst item ever. And some people still liked it, but then I rebalanced it, so now it's pretty overpowered.
Nice. And I forgot the rum was on the last level. That's what I deserve for talking nonsense. But we were able to pick up the horseshoe, one of my other favorite items that I don't see a lot. Once again, just because it's random. And this will drop more loot. So in the long run, it's going to be giving us a lot more hearts, a lot more armor, lots more money. But no, it's funny. A lot of us, I think it was Biznap that I was talking to. It's like, I love blubber. I used to take it
Snap
even when it
is
wasn't
the blubber
amazing.
lover.
Oh, yeah, no, and he
all
backed me
blubber
up on
lovers.
that. Because he was trying to, you can still do it to some extent, right? The bunny hopping does give you a speed increase.
Yeah, I changed how the code works, and I'm not sure how I did it, but I managed to seriously fuck up how bunny hopping works. It still works, but it's always been tied to your speed, so when
Sure.
you have really low speed, you won't be able
it's
to bunny hop as
less
effectively.
effective, right?
So if you take the tank and you have blubber, then bunny hopping is basically going to do you no good.
but I do it anyway. And I know my good friend Biznap would do the same. It's just it's so much extra health.
It is.
Biznap is the best amazing of awesome. I agree with this. He's
a pretty cool guy.
No, yeah, and that's what's
been growing like crazy.
Hell yeah!
I always love telling people like on Twitter and just anytime I get the opportunity how important it is to be really cool and always network with small channels. Because when I met him, he had like 700 subscribers.
He's almost at 10,000 now.
Game and all that, and now he's got like 9,000 subscribers or something.
Yeah, almost 10.
2 months of growth or something, and now he's still Let's Playing my game, and instead of getting like 200 views a video, he's getting like 2,000.
Yeah, that is relatively unprecedented, whether it's YouTube or streaming. So it's definitely been something. If you guys want to check him out on YouTube.com/Biznap. Is it Biznap or Biznap LP?
I think it's Biznap. I think on Twitter it's Biznap LP,
yes.
But on YouTube it's just Biznap.
Just Biznap. If one of my mods has a chance, if you guys could link that. If also too, same thing for Green 9090 and Halloween 4545. If you guys can link those as well. Hopefully that doesn't put any of the YouTubers out. I know I'm bad about it. I don't like linking my stuff and other people's stuff, but I like when you guys link your stuff because I want to show you some love. And is Travis still having issues, I'm assuming?
Yeah, apparently it's pissing him off.
I wanna troll a little bit, but I also know it's Travis. But has he turned off the computer and turned it on again?
Actually, I think he has. He went offline for a while.
Okay.
He just said in the chat, yeah, he has.
I'm sorry, Travis. You can hate me later.
He used to do that a lot. Like his audio drivers or something, his audio card
just
maybe is like
something tweaks
freaks out sometimes. And if he restarts his computer, it's just fine.
Yeah, no, it's and that's the good thing about computers is that yeah. Oh God, Green, very bravo, sir. Has he tried pressing the turbo button?
I don't know. He said I'm gonna smash this cunt. I don't think he's very happy.
Oh God, he's thank God I'm a ninja because he's gonna kick my butt later. But 2 points for knowing what a turbo button is. There's not too many of us that are aware of what a turbo button is anymore. Now that video gaming is definitely much more of a mainstream thing than what it used to be. Oh. Thank you, Iris Rings.
I can never tell when Travis is like legitimately pissed off and when he's just kind of sarcastically like overacting his anger.
I'm betting he's on an 8 out of 10 right now, which is relatively normal.
Yeah, you know, for Travis that's normal.
It's not bad. He hasn't you know, harmed any small fluffy animals, so it's good.
Always good.
But as much fun as I love to hang out with you and chat and we talk about all manners of nonsense, let's sell your game a little bit. Tell me about it more.
You shoot things, and then if you shoot the things enough, they die. And then you feel better about yourself. $5.99.
$5.99. And that's a good point, guys. This game is only $5.99. Now, I'm once again, these are all games that I've played many times before. More speed up because we're gonna make some people sick right now. Thank God Oculus Rift is not involved in this yet. Trust me, this game is amazing. It's gonna take you a while, just like any roguelite, to learn how to play the game, but you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Jana Rochelle, who's actually in chat right now, created she started a series recently of Paranautical activity, and it's a lot of good times too. They're on. You can check out our YouTube as well. So. A lot of good stuff. This game's a lot of fun. It is accessible to just about anybody of any different level. People that may or may not like this genre, but it's going to kick your butt a few times, and I'm guaranteeing that with the next few patches, it's probably going to get harder because I keep Green 9090 mentions that this game is just too darn easy.
In this patch, it is like he's been mentioning in some of his videos lately that it'll go from being like insanely easy to being insanely hard. Because I basically have no idea how to make video games, and I just I see, oh, everyone's beating the game now. Better
make it hard.
Possible. Oh, everyone's whining about how hard it is. Better make it easy. So in the next patch, this patch is definitely an easy one. Next patch is going to be hard. Like I've nerfed everything. Like I cut all the stat upgrades in half, so all the damage and fire rate upgrades are half as effective. and you get like a quarter as much loot as you got now. So you'll be able to get less items, and they'll do less helpful things for you.
Right. Yeah, because
I'm thinking about instead, like, right now we have basically 2 tiers of items in terms of stat upgrades. You've got like the cheap ones that do less and the expensive ones that do more.
Sure.
I'm thinking about leaving the expensive ones as they are, so they still do like crazy amounts of upgrades, but then changing it so that they're more expensive.
Sure, that makes
So
sense.
you'll still have those really powerful items, but you won't be getting them every single run. Because right now, like, you basically can get pretty much any item that you want.
Yeah, on a good run that you go through a good majority of the rooms, you're going to find, sometimes I've had runs where I've had enough money that I could buy whatever I wanted whenever I wanted. It wasn't an issue.
Especially, like, once you get down to the 2nd or 3rd floor and there's so many enemies per room, then you just basically, you can buy out every single shop.
Yeah, or if you're able to get
creates-
scissors right off the bat, that's always made it really easy.
And that creates this problem where all of a sudden, like, pretty much every item you're just going to buy anyway, even if you don't really want it.
Yeah.
So getting items isn't really that like interesting of a choice or that exciting. Like you're like, oh, I got three items in this shop, but I only really want this one. But I've got 18,000 gold, so I might as well just buy it all.
Right. Okay. Because this is a game still in beta. It is not yet finished, so there are things changing. They've been adding a lot of content even since I've adopted it. A few months ago or something like that. So I've already seen plenty of new content. It's definitely worth. Like I said, it's only $5.99, and if you guys can't. Just like any of the games, if you can't go ahead and support them with your money, please, please, please go on Greenlight and give them a yes vote. And
Yes,
Nightbot will
vote
have
for
those
us.
things.
I'm silently confident that we might get greenlit in this next batch because we've moved up like 25 spots.
Nice. But
in,
that
like,
doesn't
the
mean that you
2
guys
weeks.
shouldn't vote it right now.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Like,
Let's
we
make
still-
Mike right for
it's-
once.
It's relatively unlikely that we'll actually get greenlit because we're not moving that quickly that Valve is just gonna throw us through like.
And it's like, yeah,
immediately.
you're greenlit.
But you know, deep down in my heart, basically every time I hear that new games are greenlit, I always assume that mine was greenlit.
I'm with you on that. And I took massive amounts of damage, because I'm just the most amazing player ever at this game. On relatively easy enemies. So I'm maybe need to slow my roll down a
I saw
little
that you
bit.
had a Scorch that was giving it to you from behind there for a little while.
Yeah, he didn't even buy me a Baconator first. I'm slightly disappointed. Etiquette nowadays, come on, people.
Baconators before anal, all the time.
All the time. And that's
we learned that in 1st grade here in Jersey.
the things you
Baconators,
guys
then
learn in
anal.
Jersey.
Basic math.
I want to see that hidden in the code somewhere, by the way. and see exactly what terrible ramifications that involves with. Where's our last? I'm guessing it's a Zimbabwe, one of the little cloaked guys somewhere. Did I break your game? I've never broken your game. Oh,
What, you broke? What'd you break?
I don't know.
I just went to Twitter for 5 seconds.
Oh,
Green had this bug in his race.
I've never
I don't know
broken
what
this
happened.
game before.
If you throw some bombs at the door, you should be
Oh.
able to push it open and get out.
And I can do that by pressing right click, and you'll see the bombs counter near the money to the bottom right.
So you're gonna want to like go right up against the door, and then just.
Oh,
like,
there we go.
try
Yeah.
Like try to walk through the door.
Yeah,
and then
no, that
just
works.
Jam it through.
I've never seen that happen actually. So, honestly, I was about to admit that I've never had any issues with it, and even then, technically, it's not an issue because we fix it. So nice. Good time to have the devs on.
Yeah, when you break the game, it's always good to have the devs there for the cheats.
Yeah, it's like, let me just call up the developer real quick and be like, hey, give me some cheats. This is why we can't have nice things. This is very true, Stark.
Hey, just passed 1,000 1,000 followers on Twitter.
Who's that?
Me.
Nice! Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations, you guys. If you haven't checked out the gentleman talking right now, Mike or Spooter W, you can find him at Spooter W at Twitter. And then also his partner in crime, Travis, who's having some audio difficulties right now, Valiska as well. And you'll be able to find him on Twitter.
Travis is saying, how do I update this fucking Skype cunt? I don't know, like exit it and open it back up again?
Scissors going to cut everything in half. And a damage upgrade. And a bomb upgrade. And then this is kind of going into kind of the fact that I have a lot of money and the fact that I can afford the scissors because I'm going through each room and clearing them out. I kind of have a decent amount of time.
I wish the chat could see the shit Travis is saying in the Skype call.
I feel it's a good idea that they
can.
can.
To just re-download it from the website. That would probably give them the latest version.
Yeah, no, actually that probably would. And you guys, holy, dude, only with you would like one run just go for like 24 minutes, and we've already torn through half the time. That is amazing. That is a testament once again to all these great, wonderful games on this showcase today. These are fun games, and I'm actually good at this one compared to Legend of Dungeon and Six-Sided Sanctuary.
Oh god, Six-Sided Sanctuary.
I'm very happy that Six-Sided Sanctuary did. Oh god, Hans, I had to open my mouth. I'm good at this game. Hardest boss in the game. Well,
Hans, man.
Well,
Hans is the best boss.
It's
like,
not the anglerfish, so I'm okay
boss
with this.
design, he's definitely my favorite.
Oh yeah, no, I like Hans. As long as you're not slow, he's not bad. He's gonna actually give us more health and armor, so really, really good. Oh, see? I told you, Spooter. Even Green9090 admits anglerfish. You see the darkness in the next room,
That's another really
and everybody just hates life. You know that you're gonna die.
Oh, it's the worst. 'Cause he has so much health.
Oh god, he has so much.
It's like compared to other enemies in that area, so much. Actually, I gotta check right now so I can see how much health this motherfucker has. Because every time I get to him, I'm always surprised by how much damage he takes.
Oh yeah, no, and you can be
500 health
compared to what for a context?
Well, 500 I think is the most that any boss has other than the final boss. That's how much Dobby has.
Okay, Dobby has, but Dobby's outside of the little attacks he shoots, which are easy to dodge. He just has the moss that shoot these homings. Outside of that, he's really not difficult. Whereas the anglerfish has a bunch of health, and he shoots the homing blowfish that do massive amounts of damage in massive quantities too.
Yeah, and Skeleto and Poseidon both have 350 health.
Okay.
So that's a lot of health.
And Poseidon, before you tweak the blowfish homing, he was very brutal too. He would do.
Oh, he was real bad.
Yeah, any boss that has the blowfish, which is only a couple, the homing capabilities are very difficult to get away from. Green's talking about the Octus. I guess I never fought him without an overpowered build. Okay, yeah. The angler I always thought was really brutal in, I think it was the last build, just because I always found it difficult to avoid.
Well, the blowfish were crazy overpowered in the last build.
Yeah, we had the overly attached blowfish, the one that would just follow you sometimes.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
The best.
That was awesome. Because you weren't... I was like, did I break your game again? There we go. As you can see, we have an... Oh, hey, nice. This is the item that Gorton starts with, and it's a boomerang almost. It's a sickle that acts like a boomerang, whereas it goes forward and comes back. Also could be compared to like the cross pickup sub-weapon in Castlevania. Lots of damage, but unwieldy, if you will.
Best weapon in the game.
You've always really liked it. How come?
I don't know. It's just I find it fun to use.
Just because it's different?
Yeah, it's like it's a cool gun or weapon, I suppose.
Okay.
My favorite weapon would probably be the rocket launcher.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you really like the rocket launcher. I
love the rocket launcher.
It is, but I've killed myself a couple times with it, and I felt like a scorned lover. It done me wrong. All right, so our gift shop. What do we? Oh God, of course. Ooh, kiss of death. Ooh, shield lover.
Oh, the rocket launcher. Pick it up.
Ah, fine. So much of my lovely, kind of hard-earned money. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh, we don't have flip-flops. On the ground, you'll see acid. Acid, just like the lava from the earlier rooms. Anytime we step on it, we're gonna take damage, and take kind of a lot. If you pick up the sandals, the flip-flops in this game, which only usually go for about 150, which is pretty cheap, you'll be able to walk on those. But because I don't have it, I'm trying my darndest to avoid those.
I'm thinking about nerfing the flip-flops.
To what?
Well, actually, Biznap was Skyping me earlier about his ideas. He always Skypes me with his interesting ideas for
nice.
activity. And he was saying that I should make it so instead of just making you take no damage, it makes you take much less damage, so like once every 5 or 10 seconds as opposed to once every second.
Now, my question with that would be, is the initial step into the acid or lava, does that do you the damage?
That's the question. Like right now, the way I
that
have
makes
it
a
set
big
up,
difference.
Like if I were to just implement it like in like 5 seconds, it would probably be like you step in the acid and it damages you, and then 5 seconds later it damage you again. But I'd probably prefer to do it so if you step in it for more than 5 seconds, it would start to hurt you.
Okay, and it wouldn't that like 2 seconds in the first room wouldn't carry over to like the next room, correct?
No.
Okay. Not intentionally.
Yeah. You never know. There's some weird bugs.
And yeah, go ahead.
Was Skyping me a bug that he found in his latest video, and he killed the final boss, and then he went into the mini boss on that floor, and the boss's health meter just dropped all the way down in like a second, but it was still alive. Like he didn't even shoot it at all. The boss health just went straight down, and then he still had to kill it because it didn't even take any damage from that strange random lowering of health.
Interesting.
Strangest bug. I figured it out, but it's
nice.
strange.
And more damage up. I think we have every single damage up in the game, almost every speed up, almost every health up. So we're doing okay. And we have the rocket launcher, as Green pointed out. It's more or less a straight upgrade from the crossbow, as long as you don't hit yourself with the explosion. I'm
surprised that people compare the rocket launcher to the crossbow so much. Like, in my mind, it was just an upgraded grenade launcher. But pretty much everybody who draws a comparison from something to the rocket launcher, it's always like, oh, this is just a better crossbow. The shot doesn't drop and it explodes, so it has splash damage.
Sure. No, I understand that, definitely. Because you said
it looks more similar to the crossbow. Like, it cocks back just like the crossbow.
Right.
And shoots like a relatively arrow-shaped projectile.
Mm-hmm.
But then, in my mind, it was like, oh, it's just basically a grenade launcher that explodes on impact.
Sure. And Green, I definitely am not trying to pick on you two either. I keep using you because I hear you have a very good sense of humor. But yeah, no, it's he'll kick my butt later, I'm sure. We'll play because there is discussions of multiplayer, and I hate to bring that up, but I do feel that the people, if you're not sold on this game yet, I think that would be one of those things that people are going to get a little giddy about.
Just wait until you see the really buggy multiplayer I've got planned.
I normally wouldn't bring that up, especially on you, but this is one of those games I've literally purchased 41 copies of this game. I am not exaggerating, and I will continue to give away and purchase copies much as they yell at me about it.
I can't believe
this game is
my
great.
service sales that one day, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I usually sell like 5 or 10 copies on Desura in a day, and all of a sudden I see like 30 copies. I'm like, what's going on here? And then you're like, yeah, I bought 20 copies.
in fairness, I was trying to buy 10, and then I
was only buying 10.
But no, this is one of those games that I've been trying to push for a long time because it is a lot of fun. It's $5.99. That's it. And this is not a good room for the rocket launcher for me. Monkeys, if we didn't have iris wings and speed upgrades, I don't feel we've given the monkeys justice here. There's little monkeys in the game that once about this level of the game you hit, you'll find almost one a room, almost. And they crawl on the walls, they crawl on the ceilings, and they're fast as hell, and they will literally destroy you by themselves purely. And as we've mentioned, there needs to be a monkey boss that spawns multiple monkeys.
I've actually considered having Hans spawn monkeys.
Oh, that is dirty. I like it.
You know what? If I were to make Hans spawn anything, he'd probably spawn the rolling Nazis.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
They're basically his brethren.
As long as they don't spawn blowfish and that spawn monkeys, that would be. Oh, this is a bad room.
Oh, Nightbot's deleting messages again.
Again?
Yeah, every time someone mentioned his name earlier, he just delete the message.
Who, Nightbot or Green?
Nightbot. Did I say Green was deleting messages?
No. It deleted Green's message.
Oh yeah, it deleted Green's messages. It was hilarious because people were like, "Why is Nightbot deleting messages?" And then all of a sudden he would delete that message.
It's not funny, but it is. It
was pretty hilarious.
Very, very mad. Bloody hell. Good old Nightbot. This is the first time I've turned on Nightbot, and it shouldn't ban anybody. It should just delete their message. Next time, in between games, I'm gonna because I turned off most of the stuff. One of my mods got a hold of me and said that that was happening, and I turned off most of the stuff. Oh, Travis, it didn't work, and there goes MindGeek's message. Oh my God, Nightbot, dude, why are you being mean today, man? But yeah, that's definitely going to be something I need to attend to in between games there. Travis, it didn't end up getting it working?
I don't know what happened to Travis. It's pretty strange. I'm telling you, it has to be his audio settings.
Yeah, it's maybe something happened.
I think he said that he checked it, but it's got to be like which microphone he's got it set up to input or something like that.
Either way, that is extremely frustrating when you're trying to get something done and then it just decides that it doesn't want to work for you.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
All right, now we have all the speed and damage upgrades.
It's trying to give you back the crossbow now.
Yeah, it's I feel we need to stick with the rocket launcher for a little while for our run.
It's the best weapon.
I gotta go with the shotgun. I just love it too much. I think that's like the first time you play the game, you like the shotgun a lot. It's really easy to use. It's very powerful.
Especially since the character that starts with the shotgun has so much health too.
Yeah, it's maybe like my little baby's first character.
Indeed.
Go kill death.
You're on the last? No, you're not on the last.
No. Oh God.
Last?
Green.
Oh no.
Actually, because we're so overpowered right now, this won't be as bad.
I'm actually planning on removing the poison light from this boss.
Oh, you jerk.
That way when he tries to go totally dark, even if you have poison damage, he'll still be totally invisible.
you are a mean human being. Hey, flip-flops. Better late than never.
Hey, that's what you needed.
Stop poking the bear. Talk the game up more. I'm treating this like it's you and me. Just hanging out. Sell your game, man. This is an amazing game. You guys definitely should check it out.
I don't know. It's hard to say. Like someone says, tell people why they should pay for your game.
Yeah.
It's hard to just
because
come up with
I need
something
money
on the spot to convince people. You're seeing the game. If it interests you, give
Yeah.
me money, and then I won't be homeless.
Yeah, and we don't want Mike to be homeless, because if Mike is homeless, him and Travis are gonna come over to your house, and it's gonna get awkward real quick.
It really is, because we don't really own any clothing, so it'll just be two dudes bearing all in your front yard.
Just hanging out. They don't necessarily want to come in. Just bring a fridge out to them with some beer. Yeah, it's good times.
That's all we want. That's all we want.
We just green light or bust or beer. Beer will work too. I don't know. It's one of these. This is one of the games that I've been in love with for so long. I feel I don't know what to say to sell it. I mean, it's frantic, awesome, Quake-ish, Doom-ish action. You have different characters with different statistics, which has been added recently. You have multiple enemies that get harder, including these monkeys that I guarantee will haunt your very nightmares and maybe even some of your regular dreams. There's a lot of new content being brought into the game. It's only $5.99 on Steam. They're super close to being greenlit, we're hoping. I can guarantee it.
It depends. Like, it's so obscure how Valve actually decides this stuff.
Right.
Like, I've heard of people getting greenlit when they were only like number 50, and then I've heard of people being number 1 for like 3 months and just never getting lit. So we could get greenlit now at number 39 or 38 or wherever we are, and we could, end up getting to like number 3 and sitting there for a year.
Right. Well,
Valve just doesn't tell us how they do these things.
Right. And that's I don't know if we want to touch upon some of the issues that we've seen you run into before, but it definitely, that's one of those things why I really recommend, and you guys see me here to take a short tangent. I'm looking inside the room. I have an idea of what I can go ahead and expect from a room by taking a peek into it. But go give them the yes votes. Even if you buy the game, if you guys could show some love on Steam Greenlight, we'll have Nightbot do one thing right today and post the links to it. All you got to do is just hit yes on it, and trust me, it helps them out a lot.
It does.
All right. let's go this way. This is actually the last room on this build. You guys are thinking about adding new floors or branching floors, correct?
Yeah, I'm thinking about adding like. Well, I've been thinking about it for a while. To add some sort of Spelunky-esque end game where like you have to go through a series of actions in order to get to the quote-unquote true ending.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, I'm not sure, because right now with the 7 floors, we originally planned 13 floors, but it looks like now that'll be way too long.
Okay.
Because right now the game's like an hour long, or like 40 minutes long at the minimum. So I feel like we can only really afford to add maybe 3 more.
Okay.
But I'd like to make those 3 more actually be like 6 more or 9 more, so there'd be different options that you could go through. Like if you want to go to this one, or you want to go this one, or maybe there's like a secret one that you can only do if you have like some obscure set of items or a specific weapon or
Which
something.
Spelunky does to try and get to the hell mode, the hell world, right?
Yeah, like you have to go to the black market, you have to buy the
That is a
right
lot of stuff.
Oh, it's not going to be that complicated.
Okay.
I don't even know the full set of steps. Like I know you have to get the thing to get to the black market and buy the thing and kill yourself, and then get some book which tells you where you're supposed to kill the guy, and then use him as a stepping stone or something.
Yep. Yeah. It's
crazy.
Luckily, the only reason I know it because I haven't played Spelunky myself, even though it's I think once it hits PC, a lot of people are going to be covering it both on YouTube and stream. I've watched Northern Lion play it a lot. Oh yeah. If there's actual multiplayer, online multiplayer, I'm gonna bum rush my way into your stream and play it with you.
Oh yes.
And then we'll probably kill each other, and then I'll blame Travis. And it'll be good times.
It'll basically be Doom all
It'll
over again.
It'll be Brutal Doom. For those that don't know what Brutal Doom is, it's a modification for the old Doom, and you can play multiplayer. And we constantly just looked at each other and shot each other, and got pretty much no levels done. But it was
we got
glorious.
pretty far in.
We got a couple
like,
episodes.
What, the 3rd episode?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. But I mean, honestly.
I mean, in terms of productivity, it wasn't the best.
No, but on term of friendship, bonding, it probably wasn't very good either.
The male bonding involved.
Yep, lots of it. But yeah, it's shoot, guys, $5.99. Please go on Greenlight for all our games too, not just Paranautical. These are games that I've handpicked myself because I either see potential in them or I really enjoy them. I wouldn't tell you a game if I didn't actually like it. All right, let's see. Come on. Boss room. We got to get a win. We got to get a win in.
This last floor is killing.
I usually can find the boss pretty quick, but we are going to probably die, actually.
Oh, no, you got it.
Yeah.
If you can find the boss room, I'm pretty confident you'll be able to get through the fight.
Yeah, I'm more worried about the rolling commandos right now.
Yeah, like right now I'm catching up to where you probably were at when you said you were gonna die, and I'm leaning towards agreeing with you. I'm seeing the rolling Nazis, and I'm seeing the 2 out of 12 health. I'm
not terribly good with the rocket launcher, to be honest. I'm better with the crossbow, which makes no sense because I would say the rocket launcher in a lot of ways is easier to use.
Yeah, because the shot doesn't drop and it explodes, so it does splash damage, so you have to be out active.
Okay. Okay, we're back to 2. This is oh no, well, we're back to 1. This is what I love about this game, though, is it's frantic as hell. Even though I have an extremely overpowered character, and I actually know what I'm doing and have beaten the game multiple times, I'm on the edge of my seat, to be honest. Okay, there's our shop. Oh. Travis, be with me.
Are the best.
If we can get a health box in there, which will drop us a random amount of health, that would be fantastic. Or even an armor box, which will drop us a random amount of armor. That would be fantastic. I'm assuming neither will be in there. Oh, hey, trigger finger. Fire rate up. And
you needed.
And gum. Oh, game.
But you got the shotgun. You got the money for it.
Ah, you guys are killing me here. Shotgun. Green says shotgun.
Yeah. Show off the maximum amount of content. More weapons.
But I'm scared. Did
you just say this is the best weapon in the game?
It is, but I'm almost dead.
You are. Basically any room is a bad idea.
Basically all rooms are bad ideas, yes.
Do you have the flip-flops?
Yeah.
Oh, so you should be fine.
But you see what's nice about the shotgun is that the immediate velocity of the bullets makes it really easy. The closer I get, the more damage I can do as well. And because we have massive fire rate and damage ups, I'm able to tear through rooms pretty quickly. That will give me absolutely no health. Spooter, why? Oh, God. These are Gileads, which are relatively easy enemies to fight. I mean, once you get this far into the game. But an errant bullet is probably going to take me out.
Oh, come on. You're at the boss. You got it. This is so exciting.
Oh, okay. Here's our boss. And now I have right-click, which you can see me finally using his bombs to really little effect. That are going to be dropping little spiders out of their mouths, which you may or may not be able to see. I usually have the brightness a little turned down, so... Okay, there we go. I think we got this.
Oh yeah, if you can get to the final boss, it's a joke fight.
Yeah, which you
Until,
said
of course,
is gonna be
patch.
Changed.
Yeah, because I've turned off the drops for all the enemies she spawns. So if you walk into the fight with 2 health, then you have 2 health for the whole fight.
Oh God. Well,
I mean, at this point, like you walked in with what? You walked in for like 2 health, right?
2 health and an armor.
And now you've got 8.
Yeah. Well, I also haven't been hit, so that's partly been useful. And literally, my friends, this is not going to be indicative to the first time you play it. The fact that we probably had one of the more powerful runs. I have every speed up, every damage up, every shot rate up. I have my shotgun now.
You didn't fight Spyga. So
oh, yes.
All of the damage.
Oh, yeah. For all of you that don't like spiders, there's a gigantic spider boss that shoots little spiders out of spider nests. So that's good times. 8-legged nopes. And there you go. That was, like I said, too easy. I'm just saying. I wasn't worried at all. At all. The last few levels, I've totally not been worried.
And now you've got a perfect amount of time for a sickle run.
Oh, God. Yeah, because it's going to be about 5 minutes until I die. Also, Dracula Fetus's fan art and Swaggers. And you'll be able to see Biznap right there. And Green 9090 along with, of course, Barack Obama in the credits.
I got to get Tenchi into the credits.
Oh, no.
I got to think of some reason to put you in there. Speaking of references to Let's Players and streamers in the game, our green item is finally going to be in the game next patch.
Oh, very nice.
That's another thing that Travis made months ago, and we were like trying to figure out a use for it. And we finally figured out exactly what we wanted to do, and it shall be in the patch.
Nice. So just saying, Green, you might want to keep playing the game because obviously you're hinge on.
Keep making us money, Green.
Yeah, keep
we'll
making that wonderful
you.
money. You know what? Let's. I'll show off Gorton real quick. We got about 10 minutes left. What are the take-home messages? What do you want to let everybody know? Has Travis messaged you with any more explicitives that?
Take-home messages would be.
Oh, hey,
Travis is angry.
Travis is angry.
Money, and I passed 1,000 followers.
Nice. Congrats on that, by the way.
Those would be all of the things that you need to know.
Nice. Also, Biznap, we were talking about you earlier. Almost 10,000 subs on your YouTube, bud. Congratulations, man.
That is crazy.
That is ridiculous.
Let me check to see how much he actually has.
And one of the mods, if you guys can link once again, the wonderful LPers that are in the channel, if you can link some of those links. I like the sound effect, man. This is one of the first time that I actually heard the sound effect of the sickle.
Oh, yeah. It's so good. I love it.
It's pretty good. I like that.
I really like making sound effects. I think I've said it before on your stream, but it's one of those things that I don't get to do very often, but I really, really like doing it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, like, it's one of the things, like, if I don't make it making games, then I definitely think that being a Foley artist is something that I would consider.
A Foley artist would be pretty interesting. Can you do okay with that? Like, money-wise?
Like, there are lots of people who do it.
Right, yeah,
It depends on what you're trying to do. Like, if you're trying to do it for games, I imagine it'd be more difficult to get into than doing it for films.
Yeah.
It's because there's more movies, like, being made that need sounds.
Right. Than games that have Zoidbergs.
And most of the time, like, game developers will either be huge studios with in-house sound people, or they'll be indies who can't afford it.
Right.
Whereas in movies, you've got lots of big studios who still use outside Foley artists, and even smaller studios still have a pretty big budget, so to be able to afford something like that.
Oh God! There was a Gilead behind me. Herp derp. Like I said, the game's not terribly easy, but there you go. So a ginger dragon, a Tyrannosaurus Rex. We have a lot of ideas.
Sparse Vector is asking, do I record physical things to make the sound effects? I do not. Right now what I do is I take samples off of freesound.com and I mix them together. So for the sickle sound effect, I think I mixed together like the sound of a knife hitting an apple or something with like someone throwing something or something like that. Or maybe it was a fan.
I'm not sure, but it was amazing.
I mix a bunch of sounds together to get the kind of sound effect that I'm looking for. So obviously, if I were to do professional Foley, I'd probably record my own sounds.
Sure.
And even, you know, someday I might need to record my own stuff for game development. But, you know, getting a really good quality mic for Foley recording is expensive.
Yes.
So if I ever needed something that customized, I'd probably just pay someone to, like, Tapio to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense. But, I mean, at the moment, doing maybe small work like creating the sickle sound and stuff like that has been something that's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, like, back when we were working on Eris, which is our old, completely unfinished game that was really cool but never happened.
Like Dimension Z?
We had these huge mechanical drills that were like the size of skyscrapers, and I used like 20 different samples to make like the sound of the crane that cranks it up, and like the oil and all the stuff dripping around and stuff, and the smashing down, and it was really cool. Like to this day, that's probably my favorite sound combination that I've ever made.
Nice, man. Nice. It sounds extremely dangerous, but both enjoyable at the same time. Oh man, I don't know what it is. This grenade launcher, it's not bad right now, but gosh, when the monkeys come, it's no bueno.
One of the times when I was racing you, we had the grenade launcher, and the monkeys were just so bad that I just broke out of the room with the glitch that opens the door with grenades, and I just walked around the level.
Oh wait, can you open? Can you?
What? Break out of a room? Yeah. I don't know if you can do it with grenade launcher bombs, but you can definitely do it with regular bombs.
Okay, that's the first time a developer's helped me break his game. Now, how do we get back that way? Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh, yeah, I killed myself. But yeah, okay, awesome.
And the interesting thing is that enemies won't spawn in adjacent rooms until you cleared that room.
Oh,
so you can just walk throughout the whole level and find the boss room, and then go back to that room and clear it, and then you'll know exactly how to get there.
Wow, more pro tips from the developers. I see how it is.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
I've done that several times during streams and races. I just break out of the room and find the boss.
All right, man. Well, we got 5 more minutes. Anything else? What's up?
I don't know.
Things
I'm not
and stuff?
good at promoting my own stuff.
Yeah, but it's good stuff. Like I said,
it is. If this is the kind of thing that you'd be interested in, I feel like very quickly you would have figured that out.
Yeah, sure.
So there isn't really much for me to say.
Okay.
Other than I could use the money.
Yeah, definitely. If nothing else, please greenlight them, guys. It's I know that money is tight. Even $5.99 can be a little brutal for some people sometimes. So if that is something that is your case, please show them some love on Greenlight. We'll have the Nightbot go ahead and link that in just a moment with one of our moderators. Thanks again, mods. And if you feel like checking it out a little bit more, definitely don't check it out for me. Check it out with Halloween 4545. Green 9090, Biznap do we know if Alpaca Patrol's doing it? I think Northern Lion is.
Like 12 episodes or something of Paranautical activity.
Yeah, these are all really. Oh God, I just got rocked. I didn't even realize. These are all really good people. You really should check them out, and they're gonna have awesome stuff, and they're funny. They're entertaining.
Yeah, they're good people.
All right, my friend. Well, it's unfortunate we couldn't get Travis in here. He's probably going to Hulk smash some stuff in a little bit, but I guarantee
we'll probably figure out what happened in like 5 minutes. As soon as the stream ends, we'll be like, oh, my microphone wasn't plugged in.
We'll get him back after when Ann's done towards the end at the last game. We'll get you guys back in here if you're still awake, and we'll all play Team Fortress.
Doom.
And Doom. Yeah, we'll play Doom. And we can yell at each other.
Stream with something not so indie.
Yeah, then we'll play we'll play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Oh God, I feel dirty just saying it.
Make some blops. Let's get it going.
Just just the usual.
I got Black Ops 2 like 6 months ago, and I haven't touched it.
I never ended up picking up Black